There you are, boys.
There he is.
Yeah, I was waiting for that that link that you used. And I could be wrong. Hell, how long has it been since I've been on? I thought you just texted it out. So,
well, if you ever go back, it's the same link. It never changes. So if you just go back in the text stream, it's the same one.
Oh, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Of course, for some reason the meeting fell apart, but that's all right. We got it. We got it here. We've got it going. So,
and we're recording.
We are recording. We are good. We are active there. Chuck is join us a little later.
That's fine if he can.
He's got some homebodies to do. He's got a little honeydews.
Well, that's where working hard. That's where I've been the past few weeks. I apologize. I had to get Casa Pots ready for graduation festivities. So,
hey, nothing wrong with the good graduation festivities. That is a celebration of getting somebody off the payroll.
That's all of them off payroll.
Boom!
It looks like it got out of hand, judging by those pictures behind you.
Everything moved out of the houses, went all into your office. Seen that one?
Yeah. Oh, it is a mess in here, to be honest with you. Oh, but hey.
Oh, we got the jackets in. Did they happen to start making them 4 sizes bigger?
Nope, but I got it figured out. I've got my best people on that. We are going to take care of my man, Conley Phipps, this year.
Have we had Scotty M's try one on yet?
No, but he's not any bigger than Big Cat, is he?
No, Big Cat fits in there.
Yeah, and so we've got. I'll retread Phippsies. I'll bring it back, put it back in the rotation, and then I bought 3 new ones. So, and they're all the biggest ones they make. So, yeah. My guess is the one from Phippsy will either go to Lance or, I mean, it's never been worn fully.
Yeah.
It tried to be worn once.
Yes.
So either Milburn or Lance will get that one, and then one of the new ones will go to the other guy, the other new.
Because everybody has other jackets. That's the important thing. Everybody's got to have a jacket to be in the league.
I will
write a passage.
Yes, and I will have that taken care of this year.
I mean, otherwise we're just going to take it, cut off the sleeves, and make it more like a vest.
Which would be pretty incredible, actually. I'm not sure that whenever you go into a nice, restaurant, or if you play, well, let's say you were able to get on at Southern Hills.
Yeah.
It says a collared shirt. It doesn't say a sleeved one.
It does not.
It's going to look like Larry the Cable Guy.
So you go pimping in there with your sleeves ripped off. Hey, got my collared shirt.
I got a collar. I wore a jacket.
I've got a jacket.
I'm dressed it up.
No, we're gonna get Conley Phipps taken care of this year. I got it figured out. I'm pretty sure.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yep. I could not have him not taken care of.
No, that's important. Is even as an ex-commish, you are still right there. Your care and your love of the league shows no bounds.
Well, it's the love of the game.
It really is. You're here to grow the game.
I mean, his only other choice is to get full tattoo sleeves that match the jacket.
Well,
I'm not sure Mrs. Conley would appreciate that.
Well, I'm sure she'll be all right. I'm sure she'll be all right.
Is this gold ink bad for us you're putting on my arm?
Well, it's probably not as bad as the fucking jackets we got around.
No kidding.
It's probably a step up if we were going to be honest with ourselves. My God, my office is disgusting.
Hey. All right.
All right, but we're recording.
We had the first nice weather of the SMGL season. Things should be all smooth sailing for the boys, but we just experienced a wild weekend. actually 2 weekends ago. We're running a little late. We're running a little behind. But hey, the problem with that is you just come up with more and more stuff to talk about. I'm going to have to start paring it down. The ideas are flowing, but that's okay. We got lost in twists and turns. Everything was flipped on its head when Philly got a call from the head pro at Battle Creek, the worst freaking golf course in Broken Arrow, Tulsa, the surrounding area. Can't seem to keep their greens in shape. So we ended up doing an audible, went out to the Goat Hill, and where we had, not only did we have another playoff, but we also had a DQ. We had lots of excitements going on this week. Lots of it. We're steering right into the problems.
Well, I'm sitting here chuckling because we left a tee time schedule, been on the books for what? 6 months, 5 months?
Yeah.
And then we get to that number 1 green at the fucking Goat Hill.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Shit.
Well, at least they weren't plugged.
Yeah. They rolled smooth.
They were.
I guess. But I was
Battle Creek. They were. I said in defense of Battle Creek, they were actually in the process of maintaining their greens.
Yes.
Hey, at least we didn't roll in there with no idea.
Oh, that was the worst. I did not want to do that again.
Last year. No. But they were good about it, and they let us know, and they even offered us up a discount. So hats off to Battle Creek. They did it right.
That's the thing. I really like that course. It's just this time of year, however they prep their greens, they punch them, and then they wait like 4 weeks, like a month before they actually mow them and roll them and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's like putting on shag carpet.
It was very shaggy last year. You sure had to take a hard hit at it. So.
Yeah.
I think I had my fewest putts of any event there last year. I mean, because you could just basically tee it up and ram it straight at the hole. There was no break. You just had to worry about getting it there.
Yeah, I think last year, if you were on the far side of the green, you might as well just take a wedge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I actually bent my putter shaft without getting mad.
Oh, so all right, well, let's go around real quick on the wider world of golf. I'm never going to say that right. I say it every week and still can't get it out. But okay, first off, because we waited so long, TPC Potomac at Anvil Farms. It's where the PJ event was. And it's where they moved the Wells Fargo up, And first off, when I saw the course, I decided that's what Big Sugar wanted to be.
Yeah.
And ultimately failed. Great course. Snakes through the trees, has a lot of big trees, a lot of like point and hit type of golf, small landing areas, but excellent maintained. Beautiful course. Now,
I did not watch any of it.
You didn't watch any of it? Okay.
I didn't.
Joe, did you get to catch any of it?
I watched some yesterday.
Okay. Well, it started raining on Thursday, and it looked like one of our events. It rained for 3 days solid.
So maybe it was Big Sugar.
It pretty much was Big Sugar. I mean, I've never seen them actually play through an event without calling it with that much rain.
Oh, nice.
And they kept them
playing.
playing.
Was the deal just no lightning?
No lightning. It was just a slugfest. You saw them hitting drivers and they would squirt off the club face and just go shooting off into the middle of nowhere. Like, I think on Saturday, there were guys just wailing on their driver and it was going about 240.
What's wrong with that?
It's a long drive in our league, but the biggest reason is got the winner of the event, 4th win on tour. You know who it was?
Homa.
That's it. Our boy Max Homa.
Homa.
That's it. Woohoo! And he's coming to Oklahoma next week. I think Southern Hills sets up good for him.
That guy is really doing incredible.
Oh.
It's like ever since he started doing those videos of critiquing everybody else's golf swing, his has gotten better.
Yeah. Yeah, he did the podcast, got a lot of people kind of, involved in his life and everything. Switched coaches a while back. He's an aim point guy though. So I'm back on. Aim point is the best putting system in the world.
No, it really is.
I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I do a lot of looking at it and looking at my finger in the hole.
Oh,
and my putting hasn't gotten worse.
Well, the one thing I remember from this weekend was that Thursday or Friday when Sergio hit the ball up into the junk.
Yeah.
And he just lost his shit with the official. And then the PGA came out and said, "Oh, the official was wrong. Shouldn't." Yeah. I mean, that's those guys' whole point is the PGA can't get it right. I mean, they screw up so much stuff like that.
Oh, but I have no idea how much that guy is worth, but it's probably a fair amount of money. And to say that I can't wait to leave this league. Well, man, that's just shitty.
Oh, he's a complete cock rocket.
God, so they were wrong. You know what? Have you ever seen an umpire make a bad call? Fuck yes.
Yeah.
There's people that didn't make it to the Super Bowl because there wasn't a called flag. Jeez.
And I don't even know that it cost him that much because he got to drop out of it and he probably would have tried to hack out of where he was and taken 3 strokes to get out of there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like some of them are just bitching to bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's just ready for his payday.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, and that's what
I hope your daughter
thing about him.
I hope your daughter's like wearing those mask things.
Yeah. He wouldn't do the press conference afterwards.
Oh, he wouldn't show up.
No, I wouldn't show up for the press afterwards to talk to him about, because they were all going to ask him, "What do you mean by that?"
I think we all.
What's the deal with this Saudi league? They have an event in Portland in a couple of weeks.
Well, their first event's in London.
Okay.
Which, based on what I understand, the PGA has always granted exemptions to be able to go play in events that are outside the country.
When there's a competing U.S. tournament.
Right.
PGA tournament.
Yeah, if there's a PGA tournament, you have to ask for an exemption to be able to go play in it. So like the Saudi league Saudi International, they always go play in every year that everybody gets paid for. They have to sign up. It's 45 days. And then the PGA tells them within 30, hey, you get to go play out in the, it's okay to go play. And usually there's a stipulation that you go play that, but you have to play either the event you would have skipped the next year or other 2 events that you wouldn't have played, that you haven't played in like 3 years or something. There's like a 2-part kind of thing to get this exemption. So they're thinking a lot of guys will get that exemption that have tried for it to go to the London one. The next event is in Portland.
Portland, America?
Yep. Oregon.
Yeah. I didn't know they were having events in the United States for that league.
Oh yes. I think Trump is hosting 2 of them, including the finale.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So all the events that pulled themselves away from Trump courses, Norman says, "I will play there."
I don't even know what to say to all that.
Yeah.
I heard at the season ending event, they're gonna cut up a journalist in the clubhouse.
It's the guy from Major League.
Random.
Who's the guy with Major League with the chicken bones?
Yeah.
Serrano.
Yeah.
Serrano.
Oh. So
Man.
yeah, they've got 8 events this year, 48-man field, 3 days, no cut.
And the Club Pro guy said that Greg Norman II contacted him about being an alternate on the tour, and it was a minimum 120 grand was last place money with no cut.
There you go.
So you sign up, you're getting 120 grand.
Yeah. If you make one of the 48 spots.
And then they tell you got to go play in Baton Rouge or wherever that shitty one is in Louisiana, and
Yeah.
go throw up a couple of 82s and miss the cut on purpose. Drink about 30 Miller Lights every round.
Oh, so yeah. So it'll be interesting to see who actually, because I think it's today or tomorrow, the 9th or the 10th, that the PGA has to respond back to everybody for the first event. And the one in Portland is July 1st through the 3rd.
Well, I bet Sergio is going to be in.
Oh, he's in.
Stack of dicks.
We'll see him. We'll see Phil. Now, interesting, Bubba. Bubba's one that's kind of interesting because when all this kind of came out, he sent out earlier his schedule he was going to play. And there were a bunch of events that were opposite these.
That were open.
Yeah, the days these events were, he had other ones he said he was planning on playing that were on the PGA Tour.
Okay.
Kind of distancing himself from this LIV Golf when Phil kind of got the backlash. And the funny thing is Bubba has never ever sent out his schedule that he planned to play in the future ever.
Smart.
Yeah.
On Golf Channel today, they were talking about the guys that were still committed to that league after Phil went off and all the Americans kind of backed away from it. And it's like Ian Poulter, and they named like 4 European Tour guys that, I probably wouldn't go watch if I got free tickets.
Well, and the tickets are like crazy expensive. So, yeah. Now, I don't think the people they've got, I did hear also that essentially they've basically said that when Phil blew it up, they essentially had a lot of big names that came back to him and gave him back big checks and said, nope, never mind, we're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably your Xanders, who can't seem to win a event unless he's got a partner.
Yeah. Well, he can do that though.
Yeah. Kokrak. So I don't know, but next week we do have the PGA in town. And one of the things they did is I think I've got this right. They gave a $250,000 donation to the local courses renovation. And that's a matching program that the city of Tulsa did, that they put $1 million to match any donations made to the city courses, correct?
I didn't get down into the weeds, but I know there was something about 250,000 from the PGA to the local city courses.
Yeah.
I'm assuming not the county courses.
No. They
don't really need it.
Yeah. They can actually maintain and play. For some reason, the city cannot do crap with their courses.
Yeah. Then that would bode the question, who should you really give it to?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the city did hire one of the Troon management teams to come through now and take over those courses.
They did?
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's a subsidiary of Troon.
Yeah.
They've got a different name, but they're owned by Troon. Troon acquired them.
Yeah.
So
how long have they been doing it?
At least a year.
I mean, they did it about the same time that Troon took over Forest Ridge, and it took about 6 months for the transition. So probably about 6 months. And they've started taking over management, but it's basically Troon's public course, like muni type management system.
Yeah. Is Forest Ridge would it be on the public or private side?
It's done by actual Troon management. It's their higher end one. And as I said, they've raised the rates.
Yeah.
The first thing they did, they said, you know what? You guys aren't charging enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that, but they're probably right.
Yeah, people are still paying it.
But I'm not going to pay $150 to play at Forest Ridge or anywhere else in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No. Like right now, it used to be like as a resident, I could play for about $50 some, and my guests could play for about $50. If you walked up the street, it was about $65. Now I think it's like $77 to $80 to play.
Period. No.
Period.
home court advantage.
No home court advantage. But the one thing they do have now, so now they've clearly got another thing, is they've got these new trolleys that follow behind you with a little beeper. You put look like an old school beeper with like a big toggle switch on the side, and it just follows behind you. We went out with Lance and K-Dub, played Friday.
Did you like it other than walking Forest Ridge? Because that's a tough walk.
It was a tough walk, and I warned them too. It was a tough walk, but it was going to be cart path only anyway.
Oh, all right.
Oh, did they use them too?
Yeah, so we all three used them. I said, I'm going to use this thing because it's cool. And K-Dub says, oh, I like cool things. And Lance is like, well, I walk, so I'll do it.
They don't charge you anymore for them?
No, it's all cost. You can either have whatever you want. You can walk yourself, you can use a cart, or you can use one of these things. And it's got a cooler on it for your brewskis. Got GPS on it. Follows right behind you. You're just supposed to keep it off the greens. They'd like you to keep it off the greens and out of the ponds. That was
so how does it have a button that you have to push to stop it, or does it know from the GPS like where it can't go like the carts do?
No, it has there's no geofencing. So you have to hit a little toggle switch on the beeper.
Okay.
And it's got like 3 sensors, and it just follows that beeper. So you put it on the back of your shirt, on the back of your shorts, and it just follows behind you. I personally really liked it. I mean, it was still a hard walk, but I kind of like
hit the beeper every time you want it to stop. Like when you get to your ball, do you hit it and stop?
Yeah,
it's
just like a toggle switch.
Okay.
You flip it on and off, and when you hit it on, it'll kind of catch it, and it'll just start following you.
How far behind you did it stay?
3-4 feet.
Okay. And if you stopped, it stopped?
Yeah, it'll stop. And what'll happen though is if you turn and don't turn it off, it starts just freaking out trying to get with.
Yeah.
So I liked it. It was a cool experience. I think it was definitely a hard walk for K-Dub and Lance. It was a little bit more than they were biting off. But
Forest Ridge is tough to walk.
Oh, it's a tough walk, but I enjoyed it. I would do it again.
Yeah, that backside's tough.
So, and I like cool gadgets and fun, and
Yeah, fair.
I really don't mind it. I don't really mind a walk. I kind of like a golf walk. Gives a little time. Yeah. But I have found I only like to walk whenever somebody else is walking.
Don't like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more about the fact that if everybody else is riding in a cart, even like when it's cart path only, because we did that at Bailey. Your timing is just different. Like you take a long time to get to the ball, but you have all your clubs. The other ones, they move up real quick, and then they spend a long time going back and forth from the, you're just never really around anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Which kind of defeats the purpose.
Right. So that was us. It was the three of us. It's like we're at Bailey.
Yeah.
All right. So, but I digress. TGA put $250,000 in it. We, as the SMGL golf advocates for the Tulsa region, said we wanted to do a donation so we could be part of this. Joe, how much have we raised so far?
Right around $790. So
$790. $1,000 was our goal. That was called out by Chambers.
We'll get there. I'll bring the ledger this weekend and let everybody know who we still need some cash.
Does that include my commitment? Because I haven't paid it.
Yes, you and I, it includes our cash pledges.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Unlike your local church or other things, we completely put what you owe up on the big board and make everybody, and we are going to make fun of you for not making your proper part of the donation.
Yeah, your return check will be up on the. If you've seen this guy.
Oh, but I think my favorite part of it is the fact that if we make this donation to the city, that means we are playing the city courses next year, and that means Chuck is on the city course.
Yeah, does it?
It does.
Yeah, he might pull a shoot.
Yeah. We got a late scratch.
He did donate though.
Yeah.
Well, it was really his idea.
Yeah.
he's the one that came up with it. So no, he was all about it. And I think it's a great idea. Why not? So
great cause. I like it. So there you go. If you're looking, I'll try to put something out there, but if anybody out there wants to donate to this, just search it. You can find a place to donate to your local golf. We are all favor of local golf, getting more people in golf. We're going to grow the game. Just like LIV Golf.
What was this particular thing called? Like if someone wanted to look it up, you remember? It was on the email thing. It was PGA contribution funding, something. I don't know.
Tulsa Beacon.
It was on there.
No, that's the article.
Yeah.
Okay. Right here. Tulsa Community Foundation, the Public Golf Course Alliance Fund. What is it? And look at this. A little bit of Googling and I find it all. The Tulsa Community Foundation has established the Tulsa Public Golf Alliance Fund to support the city of Tulsa public golf courses. How to donate? Check or online.
There you go.
There we go.
Tell them SMGL sent you.
SMGL says, hey, we are a fan, except we're getting in with Hinkenkemper. Chamber said he was going to get him in there and try to get our name on something. Maybe get him paint us on a rock or a wall. Maybe that ditch. Do you think they could paint our name on that ditch?
Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
That would be just about right.
We'll probably use our whole $1,000 donation on red spray paint. That should be a stipulation. Mark your hazard.
Our donation is going to be a directive donation.
And yes, there are strings attached.
Yes.
Oh. So really proud of that. Proud we're part of it. But okay, so I brought up a little bit that right in here, we're just flowing through PGA stuff left and right, but the PGA comes to Southern Hills. You guys knew what the fried egg is?
The what?
Fried egg. It's a podcast, and they got a YouTube channel, and I think they have a newsletter. And it's the fried egg is more about architecture. And then they also they do the shotgun start. There's one where they talk about, the PGA and content and stuff like this. But the fried egg did a sit down with Gil Hance, and he is the golf team that rebuilt Southern Hills. And they did a great video. Really showcases the courses, the changes they made. They came through a couple of years ago and redid a lot of the course because they like to stick those Southern Hills members with a assessment. They say, you know what? We want to spend a couple $10 million. How about we just assess everybody? Does that sound like a good idea? That sounds like a great idea.
Jeez.
So he was going through the changes. I think it's an interesting video if you haven't seen it. A lot of the changes I didn't even know. Like they showed like before and afters of like the traps. And the traps that, I've played, everybody's played around here are very kind of rounded and clean. Well, they took them back to more original. So they're very rough edge. They're a little gnarlier.
So are they furry?
Yeah, they're a little furry.
Okay.
But they're not like it. They're not like a nice smooth circle. They're more like a, amoeba.
So could the ball get hung up in the fur before it gets in the trap? Could you think?
Maybe.
Well, that'd be a shitty lie, man.
Well, I also think it's a lot more that you can get if you get too close to it. You have a lot more chances of getting stuck behind the lip.
Yeah.
He also said that I guess they tore apart the greens again, and they just had a lot of buildup and stuff, so they dug them back down. So the edges and the corners are a lot worse. So there's a lot more roll off, and then they cut back all of it, so you have this runoff area across all the greens.
So it's just going to be harder.
Yes, basically said it might be a little tough.
Well, fortunately, they're catching it, I think, early enough where it's not just burn up and slick, and you can't just drop a ball on a green and it not roll off. So maybe they caught it early enough in the season. I don't know.
Well, and I don't know, Joe, you were out at the senior PGA.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was talking with the players that came through. I volunteered out there. And one of the things they all said, I heard repeatedly, that those were the slowest greens they'd played on.
Oh, wow.
And I think what they'd done is they slowed them down for the senior PGA when it came through, because they did not want to just beat those guys up.
Murder the old guys.
Yeah. So my
Or
guess
tear
is
the greens up, you know.
yeah. So they'll probably take the greens for the one this year, and they'll probably crank them up to a 12 or 13. And yeah, those things will be tabletops.
What were they when the seniors were there? Do you know?
Probably like a 9 or something, 9 or 10.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I think they have all that sub air and stuff there.
Yeah.
They spared no expense.
they really didn't.
Yeah.
It's a nice
they
place.
have that heated and cooled water piping system under the greens.
Yeah.
I did hear that on the tee box for 13, 12th is that kind of iconic par 4 dogleg left.
Okay, 10, 11. Yeah.
So the tee box for 13 is behind the green on 12.
Oh, really?
It's going to be like 640 yards or something.
Because that's a par 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hit it over the hill and it'll roll down quite a ways, after you clear the hill. So that'll be interesting to watch them play that one.
But there's water. There's water short of the green.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't it at one point the longest par 5 on tour a few years ago?
I think that was 5.
Was it? Okay. Something was north of 600 yards.
Yeah. Now they're commonly over 611, stuff like that. It's crazy.
Right. But I think the last time they came through here, either for the Open or one of the PGAs, it seems like they touted it as the longest hole on tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, not anymore. Not when those guys can go, 330 off the tee and then a 300-yard 3-wood.
And that's the biggest thing gets me is these guys will hit, their driver 315, 320, and then they'll hit their 3-wood 285, 290.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the same game we play.
No. So, all right. I got some other stuff, but I think I'm gonna save that for later. Too much content's what we got here.
We got a lot of content.
Got a lot of
been 2
content,
weeks.
a lot of stuff. You guys got anything else you want to bring up?
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
Nope.
So I told Joe this. I'll tell you, Pot. I used to do the little ads they gave me on this little program. I really liked that and everything, and I thought I was being nice to them, but I decided I don't give a crap if they give me any money at all, because they're not going to give me a money that matters. So what I've started doing is our unsanctioned ad of the week.
Okay.
This is a completely unsanctioned ad.
Okay.
We do it all on our own.
Okay.
But then we're going to take and we'll make sure we tag them, and then maybe they'll then maybe they'll show us some love in the future.
All right.
Like pre-adding.
Okay.
So this week I got real excited. Well, when we were playing, our boy Scotty came in with some of those clubbies.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you have any?
And let's talk clubbies. Okay. I'm gonna read the ad. I got to read the ad first. Okay.
Oh, right.
Come on, professionals here. Clubby seltzers were created in 2019 by 3 golf buddies, more comfortable on the green than they were behind a desk. With a moderate golf knowledge and extensive day drinking knowledge, they carefully crafted a hard seltzer version of the Oklahoma golf staple cocktail, the Club Special. Clubby seltzers are a must-have on and off the green, crisp, refreshing, and perfect for those long days on the course, tailgating, skiing, skydiving, space exploration, and finally doing your taxes. They do have electrolytes, so they are essentially a healthy drink.
Oh, well, I like to drink hard healthy.
It's good for you, good for your body, keep you from dehydrating. So my man Scotty came in with the missiles. He thought they were lavender.
It's a great flavor.
Yeah, they're great.
Lavender.
What flavor is that? Lavender.
It's a lavender.
Or grape. I don't know.
He did say in lieu of the IPAs he was popping before those that this drink was clearly a better choice for a long day on the course. Nothing's better than a beer you have to chew on the golf course.
Goes rolling in there. But what's that real dark beer?
A little Guinness.
Yeah, rolling there with a nice heavy Guinness.
About 1:15 outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a good call.
So it's an Oklahoma product. I like that.
Out of Tulsa, Oklahoma City.
I think it's out of the city.
Is it? Okay.
So as proud Okies, we say, hey, go get you a chubby. A clubby, not a chubby.
Hell yeah. That better by God not get edited.
Oh, never. So no, I in fact did not try it. I'm kicking myself. I was gonna drink them on Friday when we play, because I usually don't drink on the Sundays when we play the league play. But hey, a Friday round, that's a drinking round.
Right.
But they
Sunday really is a school day.
It really
I should treat it as such. But I don't always do that.
But I'm not judging.
No, if you were, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. And I think these are a perfect enhancement to a Sunday round because they have electrolytes.
You know what? Didn't we give our kids electrolytes when they didn't feel good?
Absolutely.
Isn't that what Pedialyte is?
Yep.
It is.
Well, it's the same thing.
That's what Gatorade is.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
So, hey, Clubby, if you want to send us some free samples, we would love that. We'll probably still buy some and drink them. But I was going to drink it. I was drinking it Friday, but they didn't have any. So I actually went back in time to Joe, one of your favorites, the
High Noons.
The High Nooners.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
No, they really are.
They really are. They're delightful.
Drink the watermelon.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I don't drink. Watermelon's the worst flavor ever invented by man.
It's better than lavender.
It's actually a flavor. So where do we get these chubbies?
They're all over. They're at a lot of liquor stores. I think he found them at maybe he said a Reese's.
Yeah, they have them at the Reese's now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did find out there's a distinction. They're made with malt liquor, like most of those seltzers are, and High Noons are vodka. So you can only get High Noons at the liquor store.
That's why I like them so much.
Clubby's at
is a beer. It's more of a beer.
Store, convenience store. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense.
So
They're not bad.
I really don't like the watermelon. All right.
I don't like watermelon. That's a big thing in our house. I think watermelon, everybody says they love to eat watermelon. You don't. You love to spit seeds. I mean,
I actually do like watermelon. You throw some salt on it.
Yeah, I'm out on watermelon. I'm out on watermelon flavoring. They put it in all the candy and everything else, and I'm just like, look.
All right.
Worst flavor ever.
The one I hate is mango. Any of those mango drinks, I cannot drink them.
Anything. What's the thing that's like an orange? But bigger than an orange.
Grapefruit.
Yes. Anything grapefruit. I think that's got the most bitter taste. It's bigger than an orange.
Well, it is.
But it's not the same really flavor.
Structurally, they're kind of the same. Yeah. I don't like grapefruit drinks either.
No, I'm with you.
That's
a bad one.
Too bitter.
So, all right. So get you Clubby, and hey, next week might be a High Nooner. We might do a High Noon ad read. But
I do like High Noons.
But like High Noon. I had the lemonade and the black cherry. I think I like the lemonade or whatever it was. I don't know.
I had that one. Lime, maybe.
I thought it was lemon or something. What Lance said is he has to hide them in his house because Bailey Chambers and her husband come over and drink them all.
Oh. Hey, did y'all know that Tulsa has a flag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Walmart the other day and I saw some Tulsa flag beer.
Yeah.
Is it Tulsa beer? Because I didn't really see the name of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's Coop, isn't it? Or Coop or Marshall's, one of those.
Probably
maybe
Marshall.
Coop's Oklahoma City.
Coop's out of Oklahoma City. So
yeah, it's Marshall's in, I think.
Yeah. I mean, All right.
I love the flag. I'm not a big fan of the beer. It's one of those chewy ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't like chewy beer.
Yeah, I think it was lemon. It's just lemon. They got a lot. They got kiwi. Kiwi's another one I don't really, not a big
I haven't tried that. I stick with pineapple, lime, black cherry, and watermelon.
Watermelon.
Potts. Now, I think you are a passion fruit kind of guy.
Oh, I'd take it for a spin. As long as it doesn't have that big orange thing in it, bigger than an orange.
Bigger than orange. So, all right. With that, let's get back on track here. Let's talk about our round at the canyons at Blackjack Ridge.
Pass.
All right. The canyons at Blackjack Ridge. As we said, you're supposed to be at Battle Creek. We made an audible, went to the canyons of Blackjack Ridge. They offer a challenging 18-hole golf course tucked away in the hills north of Sand Springs. Golfers and guests enjoy some of the most breathtaking views of the Tulsa skyline while golfing in lush wooded surroundings. Amenities include a golf course, a driving range, and a grill. It's open to the public 363 days a year. It's a 5,800-yard par 71 with 5 par 3s on the course. What we got from Coach Phipps gave it a ringing endorsement. He said, and I quote, "He hadn't played the course in 30 years, but he loved it and thought it had a ton of character and replayability, and he would play it over and over again."
Did he really say that, or is he said the exact opposite?
100% what he said.
Okay.
And he didn't say it because he was scoring well.
Well, you'd be a mistake to say that the views aren't honestly spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tulsa skyline, there's other courses that have pretty good views. There's some at Tulsa, there's some at the Oaks, but they're not near as good as at Goat Hill. I mean, they really are nice.
I think, like you said, the Oaks and the Patriot are probably the only two that have anything that come close.
And honestly, I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would agree.
Yeah, but it's really nice.
Yeah, especially, and we were talking about this we were on 17 tee box. Mm-hmm. You don't think about it, but if you turn around,
right,
it's just a huge hill, and you see the Tulsa skyline. I mean, it's the same one you kind of see on 1 and 10.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
So, main reason we shifted to this course was because of the greens. Bailey was changing out their greens. So this was an ultra dwarf Bermuda greens, the same as Bailey, Heritage, and LaFortune. But when I called them, they said, they had punched them on Monday, and by Sunday they had already mowed and rolled them. And I think they rolled true.
Yeah, they rolled good.
Yeah.
Very unpredictable. I found them pretty hard to read as far as speed. Mostly they were slow, but then when I would think it was slow, I'd push that bastard by 8 feet.
I think with the Bermuda, there's a grain to it. And at this time of year, you probably can't see the grain as well as later in the season.
A green book would have been helpful.
You think so?
Hey, speaking of which, I know this is a little bit off topic. Did you know that, maybe you did because you're pretty dialed in with the Grant, they have a green book option that you can add?
It's free.
You can pay for it?
Yeah, nominal fee.
It is for a fee, and I think it's another $50 a year or something like that. Anyway, food for thought.
The first time and the only time I've really used a green book was when we were at Kinderhook.
Absolutely.
I don't know that I'm smart enough to use it.
Well, you do have to use it.
Yeah.
And, as often as not, I forgot that it was in my back pocket, and I would get up there but they're right.
I mean, it's a habit you got to develop, right? I mean, to remember to look at it.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Whip it out of your pocket or your bag or whatever and take a peek at it. But they're real. I mean, it tells you how fast it is, what the grain is, the slope, does it slope this way, then come back? So anyway.
It is one of the things I've never, I mean, I looked at it and I tried to use it and I think it helped. It couldn't have hurt me. Okay. Clearly on the greens, nothing can hurt me, but I just look at it and I think I just get cross-eyed because I'm like, I don't know how to read this good enough. I need a lesson. I need somebody to give me a lesson on reading the green book.
There you go. Anyway, it's out there on the Grint as an option now.
There you go.
What would you guys think about? I think, what's that putting method you guys are talking about?
Aim point.
I did see there was somebody, a lady in Tulsa that's like certified in that.
Oh, really?
After the season, we should, as a league, see if we could hire her to do a seminar for us.
Like a clinic?
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
Who is it? You know?
I can't remember the name.
But I don't completely understand all of it because once again, I watched a couple of YouTube videos. You know,
should be enough.
Pretty much. But what I can tell you that I do get from it as I go through there, I really am now starting to understand, is it breaking left or right? You know what I mean? You can kind of get that because you feel it with your feet instead of just looking at which way is it turning.
All right.
So I think there's something to it. But like I said, Max Homa moved to it and he just won a tournament. So
number 4,
which means he's now eligible for the senior PGA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is he in second place on the FedEx Cup?
No. Second, sixth.
Okay. Right.
I mean, Scotty's won 3. There's like a bunch of guys have won twice.
Well, I know Scotty is way out front, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's won more than twice.
Scotty, he won 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, they said that would have been his 4th, I think, too.
Oh.
If he had won.
Yeah, so he's behind. You got Scotty's won. Oh, Scotty's won 4 times this year.
Okay.
Burns has won twice. Cameron Smith's won twice. Cantley won once. Hideki's won twice. And then Homa is in 6th place with 2 wins.
Well, he must be one of those first or last guys.
Yeah, the problem is he doesn't get a lot. He either has a if he's in the top 10, he almost wins the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's either he's in or he's completely out.
First or last.
Yeah.
Guy McHugh.
That's it. Ain't first, I'm last.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Back to Goat Hill. Did you guys have any train holes?
I had 17. No, not number 17. 17. You know, I don't know what my biggest number was. They were all just doubles and triples all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Guy McCune had a big number on a par 3. I think he got a 9. He was in my group. And still played decent overall.
Yeah.
Was that on like number 6, maybe?
That par 3?
Yeah.
Over the water? Yeah.
Yeah, we were behind you guys.
Yeah, he threw this T-ball in, went down to the bottom, threw another one in, and then got his 1 in, 2 out, 3 in, 4 out. Got his 5th one over, and then, but, you know, he didn't tuck tail and head to the house or hit the bottle any more than normal.
Yeah.
So. How about you, Joe? Anything noteworthy?
I didn't really have any big blow-ups. I don't know. I got a few doubles here and there. My putting was not good. I had 39 putts.
Oh, it's a big number for you.
I was good at hitting the greens, but I just hit the very edges of them. So,
and not the right edge.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing when your GIR goes up, you'll notice your putting stat will go down.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. I did
How
have
about you?
one.
Did you?
Yeah. The fifth hole, that par 5, 90-degree left.
Oh, yeah.
So he plays down the hill. I hit a tee ball, and I think everybody else hit it kind of the open spot. Somehow I hit the cart path on the backside. It bounces up, but we find it next to the water. I then take and squirt one around the, I'm like, okay, well, I can hit a 4-iron and kind of get to the left side. And if I cut it, first mistake, I can get it up there next to the green, because it's a par 5, but it's kind of reachable. It's not that long.
It is. It's real uphill on that second shot, but
really uphill. Where I squirted it, it went around, got into some rocks, and that's where my bad decision started. I should have taken an unplayable and moved out into where I had a clear path and some grass to hit off of.
Yeah.
I proceeded to hit a 52, got it about halfway up the hill, hit another one, scotted it right over that into the junk. Once again, should have taken a nice drop into a nice spot, but I hit it out of that. Finally got on the green, 3-putted for a 9.
Nice.
Yes. But, and this is where I have to tell myself, okay? So I got up there on the green, told everybody got a 9. Somehow when I got it in the app, I put in an 8.
Oh.
And that's where some controversy started. There was some controversy. 100%. I'm going to take 100% of the responsibility. I didn't get in the app right. But I told him the right score. So I think Lonnie had it on the scorecard. He was checking my score after because I got done. Joe was was about 2 strokes. He was 1 ahead of me. And so I thought Joe's got it. Now I'm going to leave. I've got to go because we'd already been there forever. And that's about an hour drive for me.
Right.
So I'm like, all right. And I said, hey, I'm just going to lose any playoff. So I'm out. So I headed to the car and headed back. I think Lonnie then checked the scorecard, found out I had submitted an incorrect score. I pulled a P. Reed. So Chuck calls me up and I said, no, he asked me, he said, what'd you get on the par 5? I said a 9. He goes, oh, you put an 8 in the app. I said, okay, change it. And he says, oh, so then I believe Joe, because I thought Joe had it. He's a stroke ahead with like 1 to play. And he's catching a pop on the last hole. So I thought there was no worries there. Lo and behold, Joe had a little problem.
He did.
Yeah, I sprayed one on that one. And then KW just snuck in there.
Yeah.
First time he's been out in a while. Shoots his number.
Well, it was the first time he'd been in a playoff, and it showed.
Yeah. So it's amazing how many playoffs we've had since we changed the rules.
It's about every week, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had we've had 3, 2 of them counted. The first one at Hard Rock, we didn't need apparently. But.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The score was jacked up, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we've had some problems this season, but that's okay. So Joe, it was you and KW going into the playoff. What happened?
He hit first, and I mean it was like carbon copy of Lonnie's shot, in the playoff at Bailey. And then I got really nervous. I'm like, oh shit. I mean,
I've seen this movie before.
I've seen this. But, I was looking at the scorecard. That first hole's about 350 yards long, it said, from the gold tees where we were playing. I was 55 yards out on my second shot.
Yeah.
I caught that hill and rolled way down there. And Kyle had some trouble. He got his out back down way on the left side of the fairway, and his third shot went over the green. And so I got mine on in 2. And then my putt went about 6 feet past. So, there was a chance a 5 would have tied it. Yeah, and he was in the garbage though, and had a tough time getting out.
Yeah. He told me he was in his car and Chuck's waving him down saying, you got to go play. So once again, Joe, you came out successful. We had third place was Jason. the Shocker Shoals keeps coming in there. Then KW got second, and you took out first this week. I pulled out my handicap, took myself down last place. I tried to go last place. Look, if you can't beat me and I give you 13 strokes, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay.
Fair. Yeah. No,
Yeah. But like, I will tell personally, I would sit there and thought about it. And I was thinking about the whole way home. I felt so horrible about it. I'm like, look, I want to be out of this thing because that's not the way. And I wouldn't want anybody, the people of this league mean more to me than anything else, and definitely more than winning any one event or this season or anything else. I mean, the friendships and the camaraderie we have here is paramount to nothing. So, but you can call me P. Reed all you want to.
It may come up a time or two,
yeah.
Then we'll get past it.
Yeah.
It's all right, Pat.
Schultz had a hell of a run the first half of the season, but then on our week off, he broke out a new set of irons.
Oh,
a mid-season equipment change. Gutsy move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least they weren't the expensive ones.
So
that's right.
So with that, okay, let's get our season standings. 4th place, we got Doc. 3rd place, I'm still sitting in 3rd place, 32 points. And then tie for 1st.
Wow.
Yeah. 48 points each. That would be our own Professor and the Shocker.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Hell, what won it last year? 50 something?
60 something, I think, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot more than this.
Yeah, I think
Chuck won it
getting
with
up into
61.
the 60s.
Did he?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, because me and you were tied at 59.
You and I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we've lost the parity.
Yeah.
Now there's a ton of I mean, point-wise, there may not look like it, but my God, the bandwidth on scores between like 1st and 8th this year is like 4 or 5 strokes.
Yeah, fair. I keep thinking I'm going to have a turnaround, but it hadn't happened.
Yeah, let's put it this way, and I don't think this would be the case in the past. And one is, where am I? Hold on. Let me go to the right, the goat hill here. Okay, so you actually technically were in net 72. I raised your handicap up 1, so you would take the lead, so the Grant wouldn't screw it up. But so you were at 72, and a net 79 was 1 point. So that's not, I mean, that's far. 6 strokes between being
1st place and participation.
Yeah. I mean, we got some notable here. Guy McCune had a good week. Chambers.
Yeah. Chambers is playing better and better. And Lance, man, if he can cut out just 1 or 2 bad holes, he's right there.
It's all about this is like, and I think this is for all of us. It's managing the blow-ups, trying to keep them within range.
Yes, absolutely.
And
just take your 6 or 7 and don't make it a 10.
Yeah.
If you can.
Well, and like, I'll completely admit, I took a swing up in the woods, and after I hit the ball and it got out, I thought that was stupid.
It didn't benefit you.
No, I should have taken the ball, taken it unplayable, and went and dropped it out of the junk.
In a good spot.
So I can at least, it's going to cost me the same stroke to get there. And now I've got a decent, I know it's out of the woods.
Right.
There's no way I'm going to get on the green.
Yeah.
Well, a good example is that 5th hole, Sean. I don't know how many times I've hit it down there to the bottom, and I try to hit too much club, and it hits the hill, and it goes right, and then gets over into the dirt.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go in the water, it goes right down next to it. So I think, and I didn't hit a good drive. I topped my drive, but it rolled way down that hill. And I think I actually hit a shorter club on my second shot. I think I hit a wedge on my second shot just to get to the flat grassy part, and then hit a 9-iron. I missed the green over to the left side, but I was pin high.
Yeah.
But just because you're on a par 5, it's I'm what, 55 now, finally figuring this out. And 17 was the same way. I think I hit like driver, 7-iron wedge. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to smoke a 4-wood down there and get it on the green.
Yeah.
I said, what's the shot I have the best chance of hitting the green with? And just playing to that.
Smart golf.
Well, and that's it. I mean, if you think about it, okay, in reality, for our league, for the player, we should be looking at bogeys as pars. And if we really think, okay, we really have 5 to get on the green, we're probably going to make a better stroke on that third stroke than trying to hit something that's outside our range to try to get up there. Or, and the truth is if we hit a really good third shot, we're probably gonna be close to be able to 1-putt it, and there's a par.
4 and at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially where most of the handicaps are. I mean, I've seen it so many times that, I mean, there's a big part of our league that gets a stroke on every hole. Which, okay, backside was Phillips was there at the playoff. Did he throw a fit about the stroke, the pops on the playoff? I don't know that we ever got landed on that.
You mean the no pops?
Yeah.
No,
I don't remember if he came out there with us or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Seems like. And I go round and round on that personally.
Yeah.
I can definitely see both sides of that. I mean, you play the whole league and played the whole day.
Right.
With handicap. And then all of a sudden you don't.
On the other side, if your handicap is an 18 and it's predominantly because you have, a 4 over par once around.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm either way. Whatever we vote on is what we'll do.
But this is what we settled on this year.
Yeah.
Right.
And it can be a conversation to be had at another time for next year or not.
I think it's a throwdown at Kinderhook.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So with that, we do have, we got our league. We're going here. So we took Mother's Day off. Everybody got rested, got their head on right. We now have some hot weather this week, 90 degrees all week. All the Bermuda is going to grow strong. We had a ton of rain, a lot of heat now. So it is going to be primed. We are playing Buffalo Rock in Cushing next week, this Sunday.
I'm pretty excited about it. I missed it last year.
Oh.
So I missed the deluge.
Yeah. This was the course that the senator, I thought he was gonna shank me and throw me in the woods.
It was damp.
Yeah.
It was damp.
Moist.
But fortunately there was plenty of vodka to be had.
Yeah. So I need to get with the commission, make sure he keeps the last tee time, because Senator and I are going to come straight from Sunday school. So we should get there probably 15 minutes extra.
Hoffman and I are coming from Dallas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you doing in Dallas?
You can step out of the car and go to the first hole because there's nowhere to warm up over there.
I do that predominantly anyway, but
true. Yeah, it's not going to be any different for you.
Yeah.
We're going down there to watch some baseball and play some golf with bank people.
Okay.
And then they're dropping us back off in Cushing. So for one more round of golf.
There you go.
Sounds like a train wreck.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And this last year,
Hey,
Joe,
Charlie's
this was the
calling me.
course. We
Charlie's
lost.
calling me.
We lost your video. Joe, this was the course that you hit was it Guys Bloody Marys?
It was, yes. Stay away from that. I think he roofied me, actually. We got home an hour later than everyone else, but I don't remember what happened.
You woke up with your underwear on backwards.
Yeah.
I kept hearing banjo music.
And from that point on, every time Joe looked at him, he had a little twinkle in his eye. All right. So we've got our who's going to have a playoff with Schultz this week. Sponsored by Western Sun. Until we can, maybe we should switch. I think these are high noon picks now.
That sounds good to me.
We're switching over to the high noon because Western Sun stopped making our drink.
Can you get a rundown on who's in?
Yeah, let's see if we can get that.
I know Phipps and Fields are out.
Yeah, this whole let's see here. Even the people that say they're in on the app are not in. So you got Hoffman, Phillips, Guy, Chambers, me, you, Fuller, Scholes, Shocker, Gilbert, Johnson, Senator, Chuck, and Carey.
It's a pretty good field.
It's a strong field. It's a great course, though. Has number one holes, got a nice tree in the middle of the fairway. I know you're a big tree in the fairway kind of guy.
You guys locked up. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't think he can.
Okay.
I can hear you. I can hear you both. What I can't see is I've got this great picture of. I got Robert with his mouth open.
Call. Yeah.
So I don't mess my phone up.
Okay.
Sean, we didn't hear anything you said. You got locked up.
Uh-oh. Are you there now? Hello?
Sean,
Joe, can you hear me? Joe? Hello? Oh, this is scary.
You guys, here he is.
Oh, wait, recording in progress.
Oh, he's recording again. Okay.
Okay, let's hope we didn't lose that. If we did, I'm gonna.
All right, we already made our picks, P.
Oh, good. Who do we got?
Man,
he's
you're
out.
Cutting out.
Are you there?
Oh, there you go.
All right. Hey, you there?
What are you on, dial up again?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't like this.
You're
it scares
cutting out
me.
more shit than a room full of Saudi spies with a Turkish media personality.
All right, now you're back in. Now you're
all
back
right.
in.
It's jumping all over. I'm getting cable instead. So I think we're going to cut it off here.
Are we going to do our picks?
Well, do your picks real quick. Joe, you go.
I'm taking Schultz.
Always.
I'm taking Guy McCune.
You're taking Guy?
Yep.
All right. And I am going to take, I think I got to take Joe.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Because the problem is Joe's got to chase down Shocker. And, if he doesn't, then I've got problems.
Well, he doesn't have to chase down the tide.
That's true. He's got a reason to go. So, all right. With that, we are out of here. We're going to hope this thing didn't completely blow up and run our recording. And until next time.
All right.
Hey.
Thanks, boys.
See you, man.
See you Sunday, fellas.